Today I'm going to do a song reflection. I think that's what I'm gonna start calling them instead of a review. It's kind of weird. I'm not really reviewing my songs. I'm reflecting on my songs. So far, I've done two other ones, and I think you guys are liking it. So as long as you guys are gonna like it, I'll keep doing it. I think it's productive. I think it's positive, and I think it's informational, and I think a lot of you guys enjoy it. And but I do want to say real quick that the story of my life. I did publish it in a book called Lost in the Storm. You can get that on Amazon. And I'm sure you guys know this also, but I do pastor a church, House of Rest. And that's a whole other YouTube channel, House of Rest Church in Modesto, California. And but this song that I'm going to be talking about, let's see, hopefully I could play it. I want to put it on without starting to play. Played a little bit of it, but nevertheless, it was off this album. Dyno engraved these words on my stone. It's called Daddy's Home. This is actually a remix. The original Daddy's Home I released way before I was even nationwide. And the little girl on that one is my oldest daughter, who actually had her birthday yesterday, October 30th. But then when I remade it, it's weird because my first solo album, was it on my first solo album? I'm not even sure. I should have had my facts straight. It was very early on in my career when I did this song with my oldest daughter. And now, here now with my last secular album is my other daughter, and that really is her voice. And what was crazy about it is that this song was prophetic. Uh, in case you don't know, this song is basically as if I'm writing a letter to my daughter, and from prison, from incarceration, and not realizing that within months of this album releasing, um, I would be catching a federal case and going away for 6 years from 2004, February 2004 until January of 2010. I did release to a halfway house July of 2009, but I still owed 6 months to the BOP, or the Bureau of Prisons. So I went to a halfway house in Oakland, and after 3.5 months, I think my last 2.5 months, I did it with an ankle bracelet. But nevertheless, I still belong to the BOP until January of 2010. Did a total of 6 years. To be exact, it was 5 years, 11 months, and maybe a week. I just rounded up to 6 years because it was just short of 6 years by a few days. But I'm just gonna go ahead and play this song. I haven't heard this song in a long time, and this was real, guys. So let me go ahead and start it off. Um, Here it goes.
Daddy, can you please take me to the park? You're always busy. Please?
Writing you this letter just to let you know, even though throughout the years my feelings never showed. You were just a little girl when I fought for me clean. I remember times I had no peace of mind. You see, I had a hustle cause I couldn't find work. I didn't know that when I left that your feelings were hurt. Daddy, please don't go, the streets are bad. And how could I explain that I had to be a man and risking on my feet like every hour of the day? I always cruise around looking every single way just to take you to the park. I always said tomorrow, but I said that every day. Then I kick it in the bar.
Man, that's crazy. My daughter sounds so young. That's my daughter Angie, or Angeline. I actually did a Christian film, and it's called Always With You, and she actually stars in it. And she is now a nurse in a hospital. But man, it's crazy because I'm basically writing this letter and sharing my feelings with my daughter, not realizing that within months I would be writing these types of letters to my kids. Like this stuff is real, guys. It is all fun and games when you're sitting in a place you don't want to be, in a place you can't leave for years, knowing that you're gonna you here's the thing, man, is that when you get locked up, it's not about you. It's about your loved ones doing time with you. Their life pauses. Your children, your mother, your father, their life pauses. Their Christmases are never the same. Their birthdays are never the same. Nothing's ever the same because you're gone. You miss the first day of school. You miss when they're sick. You miss when, I mean, what do you do when they cry for you on the phone, knowing that you still got 5 more years to go? It's not a game. And right there in the song, what I'm describing is um, making these broken promises that, yeah, I'm gonna take you to the park, or I'm gonna take you to the zoo, or we're gonna do something fun this weekend, and then every weekend I was with my homeboys instead. Like, what is that? What is that? You know what I mean? That's embarrassing to even admit. A real man is not somebody that goes with his homeboys. A real man is someone that spends time with their children. They're never gonna be one again. They're never gonna be four again. They're never gonna be nine again. Once they're adults, that's it. And you can, no matter what you do, you can never turn back time. And they will grow up without you. And you will forever scar them. And many of us, we would literally derail their life. And I thank God that my kids were smart enough and blessed enough, that they didn't follow after my footsteps. But nevertheless, this derails kids. And your kids don't deserve this, man. And it's like, and I wasn't even away once I went to prison. I was away even before I went to prison. There's stuff that doesn't come back. For what? For homeboys? Where are those homeboys now? Let's keep going.
Me, I understand daddy only wants the best. The day you were born, I knew that I was blessed. I'm ready to change. I know it's the only way. Let me wipe your tears, cause your daddy's here to stay.
I got something that I wanna say. Daddy's home and I'm here to stay. Don't need to cry cause I'm not going away.
I love you, Daddy.
Daddy's home and I'm here to stay.
So this track, the one singing it right here is oh man. Man, I'm sorry, my mind just went blank right now just hearing my daughter's little voice. Wow. In the chorus, it's a promise. It's after the fact, and basically upon release, telling the little girl, I promise you, I'm never going away again. And I'm not going anywhere. And again, it's so prophetic because I remember my oldest daughter, the one that was on the original track. She came to visit me. I was in Atwater. I was about to release, and she came to see me. It is crazy because she came to see me by herself because she was now an adult. Like I went away, she was my little girl. And now, 6 years later, she's visiting me on her own as an 18-year-old because she's an adult now. And she's sitting there in front of me telling me that she's afraid and happy at the same time of me getting out of prison. I said, what do you mean? Why would you not be excited? And she looks at me and is like, I'm afraid of you getting out because what if you go back to the same thing and I lose you forever? Or I lose you again? Do you know how small that makes a man feel? You know, and I had to sit there and reassure her that I'm not going back, that I'm changed, that my life is changed. And here's the thing though, right, is that because I gave my life to the Lord, I meant it. But how many broken promises I heard in that visiting room from men telling their kids or their wives that that's it, they were done. But yet they're in the unit or in the pod and they're talking about having better connections this time and selling more dope or whatever it is that they were doing. You know, and it's like it's a complete disregard to your children. How many children are out there right now that don't have a father because he's incarcerated or dead or on dope or just straight abandon you? You know, just, man, let's keep listening.
It's a raid, oh my God, please don't take me away. I wanna be with my family, but I killed the man yesterday. You saw him cut me up, and your face showed fear. Don't take it with my daddy, and I couldn't wipe your tears. They shoved me in the car, Mija, please don't cry. They were taking away your daddy, and you didn't know why. Let me go, I'm a man, and I wanna be free. They found me guilty, so they sent me to the crazy penitentiary. Now I'll never see you, cause you hardly ever visit. You had your quinceañera, and I missed it. Too many long years, and I couldn't see you grow. You're the only one I love, but you didn't even know. I looked through my letters to make me feel better. I can tell your little tears dry.
Yeah, man, that's you know, I did miss my daughter's 15th birthday. You know, this music, man, I trip out because so many, sometimes, you know, over the years since I got out, I've gone to read comments or whatever, just, and I see people say that, oh, he was fake or this or that, or he was a studio gangster. And I'm just like, man, I wish I was. I wish I was fake. Because if I was fake, I wouldn't have got busted. I wouldn't have been away for 6 years. I wouldn't have 3 felonies under my belt. I would have been there. You know, I remember one time I was about to leave and my oldest daughter wrapped herself around my legs so I wouldn't leave. And she begged me to stay. And I unwrapped her arms from around my leg and I left. Who does that? Yeah, I wish I was fake, man.
Up on the letters, I miss you, daddy, cause now I'm grown. And times are getting hard when your daddy's never home.
I got something that I wanna say. Daddy's home and I'm here to stay. Don't need to cry cause I'm not going away.
I love you, Daddy.
Daddy's home and I'm here to stay.
I'm sorry, little Mija, that I chose this route. I didn't realize what this life was all about. I waited for this moment for so long, and I don't know how I lasted feeling strong. And now I'm standing by your side and I'm here to stay. I'm never gonna let anyone take you away. Forgive what I did, cause I was never there. Cause you just gotta know that I always care.
And that's what it comes down to is reconciling, and you can't turn back time. I couldn't turn back time. You know, with my 5 children, I couldn't turn back time. And a lot of guys, man, they get out of prison and it's hard because you relive it. You feel like this horrible father. And the fact is this, you got to wake up one day, face yourself and say, you know what? You're a horrible father. You're a bad father. But you know what? Today's a new day. What am I going to do from this point on? Because I can't rewind the past. I can't fix the past. I can't do nothing to the past. It is what it is. And just admit it, admit your faults, and push forward and say, I'm going to be the best father I can be from this day on. If I live another day, if I live another 50 years, I'm going to be the best father that I can be. That's a man. And it's taken me years. It took me years to learn that, because I thought a man is carrying a gun, is being strapped, is not getting punked, makes the most money, is all these stupid reasons that I thought was a man. A man is somebody that loves his children and loves his family and loves his wife and loves his circle of friends and people that are there, and you are there to support them in every single way. Not some gangbanger, man. Not somebody out there selling dope for what? You know, I was at the store today, and I don't have a lot. I mean, I don't own this house. I rent this house, but I like this house. It's a nice house, you know, and it's not a new house. It was it was made in 1920, I believe. It's a nice 4-bedroom house, you know. I got a decent car, you know. It's a nice SUV, and I told Sharon, you know, I was walking out. We're walking out of Hobby Lobby today, and I said, you know what? What's crazy? I said, because we were in line and some couple ran out with some stuff. They were trying to stop them, but they took off running, and I'm just like, man, you know what? People that rob, steal, gangbang, hurt people, sell dope, you make quick come ups. Yeah, you might come up that day. You know, you might make $50, $1,000, whatever it is, but it's illegal money, it's dirty money, it's blood money. And you think you come up, but eventually that stuff comes back around. It's basically you're putting a curse on yourself, because you will never succeed. How many dope dealers do you know retire? You know, how many gangbangers do you know retire? It doesn't work that way. And I told her, I said, you know what? I have more in my life right now than I did when I was doing all my music and selling dope. Because what I had then could be just taken away from you at any second. And with the little bit I have now, I work for it. You know, so anyways, let me finish.
I missed it all your first day in school, and every single birthday, man, I played the fool. How could I have been so blind? The love I was looking for was there by the time I see.
Me personally, that's my favorite line of this song, is the love I was looking for was right there all the time. My daughter. And again, you know, being in the music industry and being out there and selling dope and gangbanging and this and that, you're just like constantly, you know, looking for this love. And it's like, man, it was right there the whole time. And so a lot of times, because of the stupidity of men, man, we're dumb. We don't see what's right there in front of us.
Your face and you cry. I feel the swelling from my chest from deep inside. Querida, you're my angel, the girl of my dreams. Even though when I passed, I did some crazy things. And finally, daddy's here to wipe your tears away. Put your head on my shoulder, cause daddy's here to stay. My preciosa.
Raul Martinez, he's the one doing the chorus.
I got something that I wanna say. Daddy's home and I'm here to stay. Don't need to cry 'cause I'm not going away.
I love you, Daddy.
Daddy's home and I'm here to stay.
This is dedicated to all the homeboys that haven't seen their kids for one reason or another, incarcerated. But the little kids suffer, man, for the choices that we make in our vida. They're the ones that pay the cost. Sometimes we don't figure that out till a lot later, till it's too late. Some of us will only see our kids grow up through glass on visiting hours. That ain't no kind of life, man. Just remember, just take advantage of every minute you got with them. Believe me, man. Believe me on that. Next time you step out of that door, it could be the last time they ever see you.
Yeah, man. Raul Martinez, he did a lot of the production on this album. He's also acted in a lot of the movies. If you see one of the movies, I'm trying to remember, is it Dope Game 2? He's a skinny guy. He plays in that movie. Really, really, really good guy, man. Really good friends to even to this day. This song actually was getting rotation. It got on KWIN 97.7 in Stockton and got on rotation, and because of that, it got on rotation in Merced. I can't remember the station, and then it started getting rotation in the Salinas area. I went down there, did an interview in Salinas, and it was about to go to the Bay Area, and that's when I got indicted. So this song was a catalyst for that would have probably made this album blow up nationwide, because once it would have hit San Francisco, it could have easily went to Chicago, Houston, Los Angeles area on radio play, and it probably the trajectory of my career would have went completely up. But then I got arrested, and but anyways, I just wanted to share that. I wanted to give a shout out. I met a young man that was inspired by the two reflections I've done already, the other two songs, and I wanted to give him a shout. I know you're watching, man, and I know you're probably surprised that I'm even mentioning you. But I met a young man named Isaiah, and I know that he was inspired by these songs. I know you're listening. It was so good to meet you. You're a good young man. I can see it in your eyes, man. And just continue to push forward. And I pray that you continue to be inspired. And I want, hopefully your parents are able to bring you back again so you can visit again. And but with that, man, thank you so much. God bless you guys, and check you out in the next one.